Welcome to Ms. Fluent English, the channel where you don't just learn English, you live it. If you're tired of sounding robotic when you speak English, or if you've ever thought, why do native speakers sound so natural and smooth? Then this video is for you. Because today, we're starting a journey together. A journey to help you speak English more fluently, more confidently, and more naturally. Not through long grammar lessons or boring rules, but through real English expressions, phrases, and patterns that native speakers use every single day. Now, before we begin, I want you to do one thing. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and just listen, because this lesson isn't only about learning words, it's about feeling the rhythm of English, the flow, the tone, and the emotion behind every phrase. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment to share your thoughts, and subscribe to Ms. Fluent English so you never miss new lessons that help you sound natural and fluent in real life. All right, let's begin. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, check your phone, and you get a message from your friend. It says, "Hey, want to grab a coffee later?" What would you reply? Many English learners would type, "Yes, I want to drink coffee with you." It's correct, but it doesn't sound natural. A native speaker would probably say something like, "Sure, sounds good. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it." Or even, "I could use some coffee right now." See the difference? It's not about grammar. It's about rhythm, tone, and connection. That's what we're going to master in this series. Let's look at a few natural English expressions you can start using today. 1. Sounds good. This is one of the most common phrases native speakers use to agree with a plan. It means, "I like that idea." For example, "Let's meet at 6. Sounds good. It's short, simple, and friendly. Try saying it out loud with me. Sounds good." Now again, but with a natural tone, not too fast, not too slow. Sounds good. You see? That's how English feels. 2. I'm not sure. When you don't know something, instead of saying, "I don't know," you can say, "I'm not sure." It sounds softer, more natural, and more polite. For example, "Do you think it's going to rain today?" I'm not sure." Say it with me. "I'm not sure." Good. That's how native speakers speak every day. 3. I'll take your word for it. This is a fun, natural expression. It means, "I believe you," or "I trust what you're saying." Example, "This restaurant makes the best pizza in town. I'll take your word for it." It's not something you find in grammar books, but it's real English. And learning these kinds of expressions will make you sound so much more natural. Let's do a little practice. I'll say a short dialogue, and I want you to shadow me repeat exactly after I speak. Ready? A. Hey, do you want to grab lunch later? B. Sure, sounds good. A. I heard there's a new place downtown. B. Really? I'll take your word for it. Now try again with me. Don't just repeat the words, copy the rhythm, the feeling. A. Hey, do you want to grab lunch later? B. Sure, sounds good. A. I heard there's a new place downtown. B. Really? I'll take your word for it. Perfect. That's shadowing practice, one of the best ways to improve your speaking and listening at the same time. Now let's talk about why these small expressions matter so much. When you use them, you sound like someone who's really comfortable in English. You sound relaxed, natural, confident. Native speakers don't usually say long, complicated sentences. They use short, clear, friendly phrases just like these. So if you want to sound more fluent, you don't need to memorize big words. You need to learn how people actually speak. Let's learn a few more. 4. It's up to you. This means you decide. Example: should we go out or stay home? It's up to you. It's a very common phrase in daily life, and it sounds natural and friendly. 5. No worries. This is another powerful one. Instead of saying, "You're welcome," or "That's okay," native speakers often say, "No worries." Example: "Oh, sorry I'm late." No worries. Try it. No worries. You see how casual and warm it sounds? When you start using these expressions, you'll notice something amazing. People respond to you more naturally too. Conversations become easier. You stop thinking about every grammar rule and you just speak. And that's what I want for you to feel confident, to sound fluent, and to enjoy speaking English. Now, I want to ask you a quick question. Which of these expressions did you like the most? Sounds good, no worries, or it's up to you. Leave your answer in the comments. I really want to know which ones you'll start using today. Before we wrap up this first part, let's review together. Here are the 5 natural English expressions we learned today. Sounds good. I'm not sure. I'll take your word for it. It's up to you. No worries. Practice them out loud. Record yourself. Shadow this video again if you need to. Because the more you repeat, the more natural it will feel. In the next part, we're going to take it a step further, learning how to respond naturally in everyday conversations, even when you don't know what to say. This is one of the biggest secrets to fluency, and it will completely change the way you speak, where you don't just study English, you feel English. In part 1, we learned 5 powerful natural expressions that make you sound more fluent right away. Sounds good? I'm not sure. I'll take your word for it. It's up to you. And no worries. Now, in part 2, we're going to take the next big step, learning how to respond naturally in real-life conversations, especially when you don't know what to say. Because one of the hardest parts of speaking English is not just understanding words, it's knowing how to keep the conversation going. Have you ever been in a situation where someone speaks English to you, maybe a classmate, a customer, or even a tourist, and your mind just goes blank? You understand what they said, but you can't find the right words to reply. You freeze. You smile awkwardly. Maybe you say, "Yes," or "Okay," and the conversation ends. That happens to almost every English learner, but the good news is, it doesn't have to. You can learn short, natural phrases that help you sound confident and keep the talk flowing, even if your English isn't perfect. Let's practice together. 1. When you don't fully understand what someone said, instead of saying, "What?" or "Can you repeat?" which can sound a bit direct or rude, try saying, "Sorry, what was that? Could you say that again, please? I didn't catch that." These phrases are friendly, polite, and very natural. Let's say them together slowly. "Sorry, what was that? Could you say that again, please? I didn't catch that." Good. Try using one of these next time you miss something in a conversation. 2. When you need more time to think. Sometimes you understand what the person said, but your brain needs a second to find the right words. That's completely normal. Instead of staying silent, fill that space with natural thinking phrases like these. Let me think. That's a good question. Well, I'm not sure, but these small fillers make you sound fluent and relaxed, just like native speakers who use them all the time. Repeat after me. Let me think. That's a good question. Well, I'm not sure, but can you hear how friendly and natural they sound? It's not about speed, it's about flow. 3. When you agree with someone. You already know, sounds good, but let's add more ways to agree naturally. Here are a few you can use. Exactly. You're right. I totally agree, that's true. And if you want to sound more casual, you can also say, "Yeah, for sure, totally. Let's shadow together. Repeat after me." Exactly. You're right. I totally agree. That's true. Yeah, for sure. Well done. 4. When you want to show interest in what someone says, this is one of the most powerful fluency skills: active listening. Native speakers often respond with short phrases to show they're listening and engaged. Here are some examples. "Oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. No way. You're kidding. That's amazing. Let's shadow them one by one." "Oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. No way. You're kidding. That's amazing." These simple reactions can turn a boring conversation into a friendly, natural one. Here's a short example. A. I met Taylor Swift once. B. No way, seriously. A. Yeah, she was super nice. B. Wow, that's amazing. Did you feel how natural that sounded? That's what we're going for: connection, not perfection. 5. When you disagree politely. Now, this is important because in real life, you won't always agree with people. But how do you say no in English without sounding rude? Here are some friendly options. "I see what you mean, but that's true. But I'm not sure I agree with that. Maybe, but from my experience," try repeating them with me. "I see what you mean, but that's true, but I'm not sure I agree with that. Maybe, but from my experience." See how polite they sound? You're disagreeing, but in a soft, respectful way. This is how fluent speakers communicate. Mini practice shadowing exercise. Let's do a quick shadowing conversation together. I'll say both sides and you repeat after me. Ready? A. Hey, Do you think learning English online really works? That's a good question. A. I feel like it's hard to stay motivated sometimes. B. Yeah, I totally agree. It's not easy. A. But you sound pretty fluent. How do you practice? B. Well, I try to shadow natural conversations every day. A. Oh, really? B. Yeah, it helps me sound more natural. A. That's amazing. B. Thanks. You should try it too. That's a real, natural rhythm. No stress, no long words, just natural connection. Now I want you to try. Pick one or two of these expressions and use them in your next English conversation, maybe with a classmate, or even by talking to yourself while shadowing this video. And if you feel brave, tell me in the comments, which of today's phrases do you want to start using first? Is it, let me think, or maybe I see what you mean, but I love reading your answers because they help me create better lessons for you. Before we finish this part, let's review the key expressions from today. Sorry, what was that? Could you say that again, please? Let me think. That's a good question. Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Oh, really? No way. I see what you mean, but from my experience, these are the kinds of expressions that make your English feel alive. In the next part, we're going to go even deeper, learning how to sound more fluent by using linking sounds and intonation, just like native speakers do in real conversations. It's one of the biggest secrets to natural English, and I can't wait to show you where learning English feels natural, simple, and real. In part 2, you learned how to respond naturally in conversations, how to agree, disagree politely, show interest, and even buy yourself time to think. Now, in part 3, we'll focus on something that makes your English sound fluent, not just be fluent. Today, you'll learn how to make your English flow smoothly with linking sounds, natural rhythm, and intonation. These are the secret tools native speakers use without even realizing it. And once you understand them, your English will sound 10 times more natural. Let's begin with a question. Have you ever listened to native speakers and thought, why do they speak so fast? I understand the words, but they sound completely different when they talk. That's because native speakers don't pronounce every single word separately. Instead, they connect words together, they link them. Let's break that down with a few examples. 1. Linking sounds the secret to smooth English. Say this slowly. I want to eat it. Now listen to how native speakers say it. I want to eat it. Did you hear that? Want to became wanna. Eat it became eat it. The words connect like one continuous sound. I want to eat it. That's what makes English flow naturally. Let's practice a few more examples together. I'm gonna. What are you doing? What day ya doing? Did you eat yet? Did ya eat yet? Would you like some? Would ya like some? Now let's shadow them slowly. I'm gonna go. What day ya doing? Did ya eat yet? Would ya like some? Don't worry about sounding perfect. The goal is to train your mouth to connect the sounds instead of separating every word. That's how native speakers speak quickly, not by using difficult words, but by linking simple ones smoothly. Try saying this short conversation. A. Hey, what are you doing later? B. I'm gonna meet some friends. A. Oh, really? Where are you gonna go? B. Maybe the cafe near my place. Notice how many connections happen naturally. What are you, Wadea? Where are you, where ya? Going to Ghana. Say it slowly, then faster, then shadow me word for word. This is how you train your mouth and your ears at the same time. 2. Intonation, the music of English. Now let's talk about intonation, the rise and fall of your voice. Native speakers don't speak flatly. They use tone to show emotion, interest, and attitude. Let's compare two versions of the same sentence. Flat. Really? That's interesting. Natural. Really? That's interesting. Can you feel the difference? The second version sounds alive. It shows curiosity. Here's another one. Flat. I can't believe it. Natural. I can't believe it. Try repeating both versions now. Which one feels more expressive? That's intonation. It helps your listener understand how you feel, not just what you say. Let's do a quick exercise. I'll say a few short lines. Listen carefully and copy the tone, not just the words. Wow, that's amazing. Really? Are you serious? No way. That's great news. Oh, come on. These are common in daily English and intonation makes them sound real. Without it, they feel cold. With it, they feel human. 3. Stress, which words matter most. In English, not every word gets the same strength. Native speakers stress the important words, usually the ones that carry meaning. For example, I really like your new jacket. We stress really like and jacket. We don't stress I, your, or new. Try it. I really like your new jacket. Here's another one. She's working on a big project right now. We stress working, big, and project. Stress helps listeners understand what's important in your message. So, when you speak English, think about which words you want people to focus on. 4. Practice time shadowing challenge. Let's practice everything together. I'll say a short, natural conversation. Listen once, then shadow me. Try to copy not just the words, but the sound, rhythm, and emotion. A. Hey, did you see that movie last night? B. Yeah, I did. It was really good. A. Really? I didn't expect it to be that funny. B. I know, right? I was laughing so hard. A. Same here. I couldn't stop laughing. Now, listen again and pay attention to the linking. Did ya? It was. I didn't expect it to be. This is how natural English sounds in real life, connected, smooth, emotional. Now your turn. Repeat this conversation out loud. Pause the video if you need to and practice line by line. The more you repeat, the more natural your English becomes. Mini reflection question. When you listen to English, which is harder for you pronunciation or understanding fast speech? Tell me in the comments. I really want to know because it helps me create lessons that fit your needs better. Before we move on, let's review what you've learned in this part. Linking sounds make your English flow smoothly. Intonation gives life and emotion to your words. Stress highlights meaning and helps listeners understand you better. If you keep practicing these 3 things, your English will sound much more natural, even if your vocabulary is simple. In the next part, we'll focus on real-life conversations that help you use these skills automatically in cafes, on the phone, or when meeting new people. You'll learn natural ways to start, continue, and end conversations confidently. Your space to learn English naturally, confidently, and with real-life connection. In the last part, you learned about linking sounds, intonation, and stress, the tools that make English flow smoothly and sound alive. Now, in part 4, we're going to take everything you've learned and bring it into real-life conversations. Because here's the truth. The fastest way to sound natural in English is not by memorizing grammar rules. It's by practicing real, everyday conversations, the kind you might have at a cafe, at work, or with new friends. So today, we'll go through a few common situations and learn how native speakers actually talk in those moments, using short, natural phrases that you can start using right away. Let's start with something simple. Meeting someone for the first time. 1. Meeting someone for the first time. Most learners already know the basic way. Hello, my name is Anna. Nice to meet you. That's polite, but a little bit formal. In everyday life, native speakers usually sound a bit more relaxed. Here are some natural options. Hey, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you. Hi there, I don't think we've met before. I'm Anna. Hey, how's it going? I'm Anna. Try saying them slowly, then naturally. You can reply like this. Nice to meet you too. Oh, hey, I've heard about you. Hi, glad to finally meet you. Now, let's hear a short example. A. Hey, I'm Emma. I don't think we've met before. B. Oh, hi, I'm Leo. Nice to meet you. A. Nice to meet you too. How's your day going? B. Pretty good. Thanks. How about you? Simple, right? But natural. The words connect smoothly and the tone is warm. Try shadowing this short conversation now. Repeat after me, line by line. 2. Small talk, keeping the conversation going. Once you meet someone, the next step is small talk, short, friendly conversation to build connection. This is where most English learners get stuck. They often say things like, "What is your job? Where are you from?" These are okay, but they can sound like an interview. Native speakers prefer softer, more casual ways to ask the same things. Instead of, "What is your job?" Try. So, what do you do? What kind of work are you in? Instead of, "Where are you from?" Try. So, are you from around here? Have you lived here long? And when someone asks you a question, don't just answer, add something back to keep the conversation alive. For example, A. So, what do you do? B. I work in marketing. What about you? A. Where are you from? B. I'm from Thailand. It's really warm there. You see how adding a little extra like, it's really warm there, or what about you, makes you sound friendly and fluent. Now, let's shadow a full mini conversation. A. Hey, are you from around here? Yeah, I live nearby. What about you? A. I just moved here last month. B. Oh, nice. How do you like it so far? A. It's great. People are really friendly. This is the kind of conversation you can have anywhere, at a cafe, at work, or at a party. Natural, easy, and full of simple expressions. 3. Ordering at a cafe. Now, let's move to one of the most common daily situations, ordering coffee or food. Most learners say, I want a coffee. It's correct, but not very polite or natural. Here's how native speakers usually say it. Can I get a coffee, please? I'll have a cappuccino, please. Could I have an iced latte? Notice the difference? They sound soft and polite, not demanding. Let's add a few more common phrases you'll hear at cafes. For here or to go, meaning, will you drink it here or take it away? What size would you like? That'll be $5. Here you go. Thanks. Have a good one. Let's shadow this short cafe scene. Barista. Hi there. What can I get for you? You. Hi. Can I get a latte, please? Barista. Sure. What size? You. Medium, please. Barista. For here or to go? You. To go, please. Barista. That'll be $4. You. Here you go. Barista. Thanks. Have a good one. You. Thanks. You too. Now that's how real English sounds, short, smooth, and polite. If you go to a cafe soon, try using these phrases in real life. And if you can't pretend you're ordering while shadowing this scene, it's powerful practice. 4. Ending a conversation. Naturally. Another common question from English learners is, how do I end a conversation politely? In many cultures, saying goodbye can feel awkward, especially if the talk is friendly but you need to leave. Here are some natural ways to do it in English. Anyway, I should get going. It was great talking to you. Let's catch up again soon. See you around. Take care. You can mix them together naturally. Anyway, I should get going, but it was great talking to you. Let's catch up again soon. Sounds warm and polite, right? Let's practice one full example. A. Hey, I just realized I've got to go. B. Oh, no worries. It was great talking to you. A. Yeah, same here. See you around. B. See you. That's how native speakers end. Conversations not too formal, not too sudden. Mini reflection time. Now think for a moment. Which part of today's practice do you find hardest, starting a conversation, keeping it going, or ending it naturally? Tell me in the comments. I love hearing from you, and your answers help me create better lessons for you. Before we wrap up part 4, let's quickly review the key expressions you learned today. Hey, I don't think we've met before. So, what do? Are you from around here? Can I get a coffee, please? For here or to go? Anyway, I should get going. It was great talking to you. Each of these phrases may seem small, but together, they make your English sound fluent, natural, and friendly. In the next part, we're going to level up again. You'll learn how to express your opinions and emotions naturally, using real phrases that native speakers use when they talk about their feelings, experiences, or ideas. Where you practice speaking English the real way, naturally, emotionally, and confidently. In the last part, you learned how to sound natural in real-life conversations, from meeting new people to ordering coffee and saying goodbye politely. Today, in part 5, we'll take it one step further. You'll learn how to express your opinions and feelings the way native speakers really do. Because speaking English fluently isn't only about knowing words. It's about using your voice to express who you are, your ideas, your emotions, your personality. So let's begin. 1. How to share your opinion naturally. Many English learners say things like, "In my opinion, this is good. It's correct, but it sounds a little formal, something you might say in a meeting or essay." In everyday English, people usually use softer, friendlier phrases. Here are some natural ways to start your opinion. I feel like, to be honest, if you ask me, in my view, personally, I believe, let's compare. In my opinion, this movie is interesting. I think this movie is really good. To be honest, I didn't enjoy it that much. I feel like it could have been better. See how more natural these sound? They're short, simple, and emotional. Now shadow with me. I think learning English with stories is the best way. To be honest, I find grammar really hard. I feel like I'm improving every day. Good, too. Agreeing and disagreeing politely. Conversations become real when people share different opinions. But how can you disagree politely in English? Here are some friendly ways to agree. Yeah, I totally agree. That's so true. Exactly. I know, right? You're absolutely right. Now, here are polite ways to disagree without sounding rude. I see your point, but I'm not sure I agree. That's interesting, but I feel a bit differently. Maybe. But I get what you mean, though I see it another way. Let's hear a short example. A. I think online learning is better than studying in class. B. Yeah, I get that. But personally, I prefer in-person classes. It feels more real. Simple, respectful, natural. You show your opinion while staying friendly. Try shadowing this line. I see what you mean, but I feel a bit differently. 3. Expressing feelings in daily life. Sometimes you don't want to talk about opinions, you want to talk about how you feel. Here are natural emotional phrases for daily life. When you're happy, I'm so glad. That makes me really happy. I feel great today. I'm in such a good mood. When you're sad or tired, I feel a bit down today. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day. I just need some rest. When you're surprised, no way! You're kidding! Seriously? Wow, that's amazing! When you're worried, I'm a bit nervous. I'm not sure what to do. This makes me kind of anxious. Let's shadow a short example. A. Hey, you look really happy today. B. Yeah, I just passed my English exam. I'm so glad. A. That's awesome. Congratulations. B. Thanks. I worked really hard for it. That's real emotion, not robotic English. 4. Talking about likes and dislikes. When we talk to friends, we often say what we like or don't like. But again, there's a natural way to do it. Instead of always saying I like or I don't like, try these. To say you like something. I love it. I'm really into it. I enjoy doing that. That's totally my thing. I'm a big fan of it. To say you don't like something, I'm not really into it. It's not my thing. I don't enjoy it much. I'd rather not. I'm not a big fan of it. Let's hear it in context. A. Do you like cooking? B. Not really. It's not my thing. A. Oh, really? I love cooking. It helps me relax. B. That's cool. I'm more into eating than cooking. See? That's how native speakers make small talk sound natural and funny. Try shadowing this line. I'm more into eating than cooking. Number 5. Expressing strong feelings with emotion. Sometimes you want to show stronger feelings, excitement, frustration, or joy. Let's look at a few real-life examples. When you're excited, I can't wait. That sounds amazing. I'm so excited. This is the best day ever. When you're frustrated, this is so annoying. I'm really tired of this. Why does this always happen? Come on. When you're touched or emotional, that's so sweet of you. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. You made my day. Now, shadow this short scene. A. Hey, I brought you some coffee. B. Oh, wow, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. A. No problem. You look tired, so I thought you'd need one. B. You totally made my day. It's short, emotional, and full of warmth, just like real English conversations. 6. Quick review. Let's summarize what you learned today. Ways to share your opinion. I feel like, to be honest, ways to agree or disagree politely. Exactly. I see your point, but expressing feelings. I'm so glad. I feel a bit down. You're kidding. Likes and dislikes. I'm really into it. It's not my thing. Emotional expressions. That's so sweet of you. You made my day. Each of these short expressions makes your English sound more human, more like you. Reflection time. Now, think for a moment. Which emotion or opinion is hardest for you to express in English? Happiness, sadness, disagreement, or excitement? Tell me in the comments. Your answers help me create lessons that fit you better. In the next part, Part 6, we're going to focus on one of the most powerful skills in English: telling stories naturally. You'll learn how to describe real events, share memories, and connect emotionally just like native speakers do. So keep practicing, keep shadowing, and remember, the more you feel the language, the more fluent you become. Where you don't just learn English, you live it. In the last part, you learned how to express your opinions and emotions like a native speaker. You practiced real phrases that make conversations feel alive. Things like, "I feel like that's so sweet of you," or "it's not my thing." Now, in Part 6, we're going to explore one of the most powerful and fun parts of communication: telling stories naturally in English. Because stories are everywhere. When you talk about your weekend, share a funny moment, or explain something that happened at work. If you can tell stories in English, you can connect with anyone. Let's begin. 1. Why storytelling matters in English. Think about your favorite people to talk to. They probably tell stories, right? They don't just say facts. They make you feel something. That's what storytelling does. It builds emotion, connection, and understanding. And the good news? You don't need complicated grammar to tell a good story in English. You only need a few simple patterns, natural connectors, and emotional expressions. Today, you'll learn how to start your story naturally. Describe what happened. Express feelings and reactions. End your story in a natural way. Ready? Let's go step by step. 2. How to start a story naturally. Many learners start with, "One day, I went to the park." It's correct, but too simple. Let's make it sound more natural, more conversational. Try these native-style story starters. "You won't believe what happened to me yesterday. So, guess what happened last weekend? This was so funny, I just have to tell you. Something crazy happened at work today. I'll never forget this moment." Let's shadow a few examples together. "You won't believe what happened yesterday. Guess what? I met my old friend after 10 years. This was so funny, I have to tell you." Notice the tone? It's lively. It pulls the listener in. That's how native speakers make stories interesting. From the first sentence. 3. Describing what happened. Once you start your story, you need to tell the main events. Here's a simple structure to keep your story clear and natural. First, say when and where it happened. Then, describe what happened step by step. Finally, share your reaction or what you learned. Here's an example. "So, yesterday I was walking to the bus stop. It was raining really hard, and I forgot my umbrella. I was completely wet. Then suddenly, a woman stopped her car and offered me a ride. I didn't even know her, but she was so kind. That small act totally made my day. Simple, clear, emotional. You don't need fancy words, just real life, told naturally. Let's shadow that together. So, yesterday I was walking to the bus stop. It was raining really hard, and I forgot my umbrella. I was completely wet. Then suddenly, a woman stopped her car and offered me a ride. I didn't even know her, but she was so kind. That small act totally made my day. Good job. 4. Use natural connectors. Connectors help your story flow smoothly. Instead of just saying, and then, and then, and then, try using these natural transitions. So, after that, suddenly, a few minutes later, finally, in the end, the next thing I knew, before I knew it, here's how native speakers use them. I was studying at the library. Suddenly, the lights went out. Everyone looked around, confused. After that, the librarian came in and said the power was out. In the end, we all just left early. Try shadowing that. I was studying at the library. Suddenly, the lights went out. Everyone looked around, confused. After that, the librarian came in and said the power was out. In the end, we all just left early. Perfect. See how natural it feels? 5. Add feelings and reactions. What makes stories interesting isn't just what happened, it's how you felt. Let's look at how to express emotions during storytelling. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't stop laughing. I was really scared. I was so surprised. It made me so happy. I was completely shocked. It felt amazing. Example. So, I walked into the wrong classroom by accident. Everyone stopped and stared at me. I was so embarrassed I wanted to disappear. Now, shadow it with me. I was so embarrassed I wanted to disappear. That's how you make your story sound real. 6. Ending your story naturally. At the end, you can close your story by sharing what you learned, how you felt afterward, or what it means to you. Here are natural ways to finish a story. In the end, I just laughed about it. It turned out to be a great day. I'll never forget that moment. That's how I learned to always double-check my schedule. Looking back, it was kind of funny. Here's a short story using everything we learned. So, last week, I missed my train because I left my ticket at home. I was so upset at first, but while I waited for the next train, I met this nice old man who told me stories about his travels. In the end, it turned out to be a really special day. I'll never forget that moment. Simple. Clear, emotional. That's how native speakers tell stories. They make you feel something. Number 7. Let's practice together. Now it's your turn. Think of a small story, something funny, embarrassing, or surprising that happened to you recently. Use this structure. Start with a hook. You won't believe what happened. Describe what happened using then, after that, or suddenly. Add your feelings. I was so shocked. End naturally. In the end, it turned out fine. You can even share your story in the comments. I'd love to read it. 8. Quick review. Let's go over what you learned in this part. Story starters. Guess what happened yesterday? You won't believe this. Connectors. After that, suddenly, in the end. Feelings. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't stop laughing. Natural endings. It turned out fine. I'll never forget that. If you master these patterns, you'll sound more confident, expressive, and fluent, just like a native storyteller. Before we move to the next part, here's a question for you. When was the last time something funny or unexpected happened to you? Try to describe it in English and share it below in the comments. Your story might inspire other learners too. In Part 7, we'll take storytelling even further. You'll learn how to ask and respond naturally during stories, how to show interest, react emotionally, and keep the conversation flowing like a real English speaker. So keep practicing, keep shadowing, and remember, English isn't just a language to learn. It's a story you tell every day. You've done an amazing job so far. In the last part, you learned how to tell stories naturally, how to start, connect, and end your story like a native speaker. You practiced natural connectors like suddenly, after that, and in the end. You also learned how to express emotions to make your story sound alive. Now, in Part 7, we're going to take it one step further. You'll learn how to respond naturally when someone else is speaking or telling a story. Because in real life, English isn't just about talking, it's about reacting. When your friend shares something funny, surprising, or emotional, your response shows connection. It shows you care. Today, you'll learn how to do that the natural, fluent way, the way native speakers do. 1. Why natural reactions are important. Think about it. When someone talks to you and you just say, okay, or oh, the conversation feels flat, right? But when you respond with emotion like, no way, or you're kidding, the conversation becomes real. It feels alive. Native speakers use small, short expressions to react instantly and emotionally. These short reactions make you sound confident, natural, and friendly. Let's practice them step by step. 2. Reactions to surprising news. When something unexpected happens, you can say, no way, are you serious? You're kidding. Really? Oh my gosh, what? That's crazy. That's unbelievable. Let's shadow some examples. A. I saw my old teacher at the airport yesterday. B. No way. After all these years? A. My friend won the lottery. B. Are you serious? That's amazing. A. I lost my phone in a taxi last night. B. Oh no, that's the worst feeling. Notice how short and emotional the reactions are. That's how real conversations flow. Now shadow them again, one by one. Feel the emotion. No way! Are you serious? You're kidding! Oh my gosh! Good. Keep going until it feels natural. 3. Reactions to good news. When something good happens, native speakers usually respond with enthusiasm. Try these. That's awesome. That's great news. I'm so happy for you. Good for you. Wow, that's amazing. That sounds wonderful. That's so cool. Example. A. I just got a new job. B. That's awesome. Congratulations. A. I finally passed my English exam. B. I'm so happy for you. You really deserve it. A. I'm going on vacation next week. B. That's so cool. Where are you going? Let's shadow them together now. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Good for you. That's so cool. Remember, it's not just the words, it's the feeling behind them. 4. Reactions to bad or sad news. Sometimes people share something sad or disappointing. It's important to sound caring and empathetic. Here are some natural phrases. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really tough. I can't imagine how you feel. That must be hard for you. I hope you're okay. Is there anything I can do? Examples. A. My cat passed away last week. B. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. A. I didn't get the promotion I wanted. B. That's tough, but I know you'll get a better one soon. A. My flight was canceled and I had to sleep at the airport. B. That must have been awful. Let's shadow the kind tone. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. That must be hard for you. I hope you're okay. Your voice should sound soft and caring. This helps you connect emotionally in English. 5. Showing interest while someone is talking. In English, we often make small comments to show we're listening. These are called back-channel responses. They show engagement and understanding. Here are some examples. Yeah, right, I see, exactly. That makes sense, totally. Oh, really? Here's how they sound in conversation. A. I started learning English again this year. B. Oh, really? A. Yeah, I want to improve my speaking. B. That makes sense. Or A. I always listen to English podcasts before bed. B. Right. That's a great habit. Let's shadow them now. Yeah. Right. I see. Exactly. Totally. They may seem simple, but they make your English sound alive and confident. 6. Combining reactions and follow-up questions. In natural conversation, you don't stop at just reacting. You often follow with a short question or comment. Let's look at a few examples. A. I started a new job last month. B. That's great. How's it going so far? A. I saw a famous actor at the cafe today. B. No way. Who did you see? A. I couldn't sleep last night. Oh no, why? What happened? See the pattern? React plus follow-up question equals real, natural conversation. Let's practice shadowing this pattern together. That's great. How's it going so far? No way! Who did you see? Oh no, why? What happened? That's how fluent speakers sound in real life. 7. Reacting during a story. When someone tells a story, you can react during their story to show interest. Here's an example. A. So, I was walking home and suddenly it started raining. B. Oh no. A. Yeah, and I didn't have an umbrella. B. Seriously? That's bad luck. A. I know, right? I was completely soaked. B. That's crazy. Try shadowing both sides, now A and B. This will help you build rhythm and emotion in your voice. 8. Let's practice together. Now, it's your turn. Imagine your friend just told you these things. I just got accepted into a university abroad. I lost my wallet on the train. I met my favorite singer last week. My dog is sick. How would you react? Try to answer out loud using the phrases you've learned. Example: I just got accepted into a university abroad. That's awesome. Congratulations. Now for number 2. I lost my wallet on the train. Oh no. That's awful. Did you find it? See? You're already sounding natural. 9. Quick review. Let's summarize what you learned today. For surprising news. No way, are you serious? That's crazy. For good news. That's awesome. Good for you. That's great news. For bad news. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's tough. For showing interest. Yeah. Right. I see. Exactly. For keeping conversations going. React plus follow-up question. These short reactions make your English sound confident, emotional, and connected. Before we end this part, I'd love to hear from you. What's one English phrase you often use to react when someone tells you a story? Share it in the comments. Your answer might help someone else learn too. In part 8, we'll go even deeper. You'll learn how to start conversations naturally, keep them interesting, and avoid awkward silences. You'll discover the secret to small talk that feels real and comfortable, just like how native speakers do it every day. So keep practicing, keep shadowing, and remember, every time you respond naturally, you're one step closer to real fluency. Have you ever heard someone speak English so naturally that every word seemed to flow effortlessly? Maybe they used short, quick expressions like, "You bet," "No worries," or "I got you." These small phrases make English sound real and alive, and today we're going to learn exactly how to use them naturally. Let's begin by talking about one of the most common phrases you'll hear from native speakers. No worries. When do you say no worries? You say it when someone apologizes to you or thanks you. For example, "Sorry for being late." No worries. Or, "Thanks for helping me." No worries. Anytime. It's friendly. It's simple. And it makes your English sound confident and natural. Let's practice it together. Repeat after me slowly. No worries. Now faster. No worries. Perfect. Now, another common phrase. You bet. This one surprises many learners because it doesn't sound like what it means. You bet means, of course or sure thing. It's used when someone thanks you or asks for confirmation. For example, "Thanks for covering my shift." You bet. Or, "Are you coming to the party tonight?" You bet I am. It's short, fun, and very American in tone. If you're practicing shadowing, this is a great one to copy for natural rhythm. Let's try it together. You bet. You bet I am. Do you hear that quick tone? Native speakers don't stress every word. They say it lightly, with flow. Now let's move to another natural expression, "I got you." This one is interesting because it can mean two things. Depending on the situation, "I'll help you." For example, "Can you grab my phone?" "Sure, I got you." "I understand you." For example, don't worry, I know what you mean. Yeah, I got you. It's casual, supportive, and makes you sound warm and friendly. Try it out with me. I got you. Now say it like a native speaker, a bit faster, more relaxed. I gotcha. That's right. In real life, people often say gotcha instead of got you. Let's do some short dialogues to practice all three. A. Hey, sorry I couldn't reply earlier. B. No worries. A. Thanks for bringing me coffee. B. You bet. A. I'm nervous about my interview. B. I got you. You'll do great. Now, I want you to repeat each dialogue twice. The first time, slowly. The second time, more naturally, like you're really talking to a friend. Ready? Go. Give a few seconds, pause in your mind, or while recording. Great job. Now, let's talk about another expression that's often used to show understanding. Fair enough. Fair enough means you accept someone's point, even if you don't fully agree. For example, A. I don't really like horror movies. B. Fair enough. It's a polite, calm way to say, okay, I see your point. Let's shadow it together. Fair enough. Again, more naturally. Fair enough. It's soft, balanced, and neutral. Very useful in discussions or when you want to sound mature and understanding. Now let's add another. Kind of, or the more natural version, kinda. This one is used to express something that's not exact or complete. For example, how was the movie? It was kind of boring. Or, do you like your new job? Kinda. It's okay, but not amazing. When you say kinda, it makes your speech sound softer, more relaxed, not too strong or too formal. Let's shadow. Kinda. It's kinda nice. I kinda like it. If you notice, the of disappears when you say it fast, kinda becomes kinda. Native speakers do this all the time. Now, here's a small exercise for you. Listen and repeat. No worries, I got you. You bet, I'll be there. Fair enough, that makes sense. I kinda like this song. Take your time to shadow each line 2 or 3 times. Focus on intonation, how the voice goes up and down naturally. You see, fluent English isn't about using big words. It's about rhythm, tone, and confidence. Now, I want to give you a challenge. Think of one situation where you could use one of these expressions today. Maybe when you talk to a friend, a classmate, or even when you comment below. Tell me in the comments, which expression do you like most? No worries. You bet, or I got you. I'd love to know. These small steps using real-life phrases are how you slowly start to think in English. When you think in English, you don't translate word by word anymore. You respond with feelings, just like a native speaker. Let's do one final mini practice before we finish this part. Imagine you're talking with a friend. I'll say one sentence. You reply using one of today's expressions. Thanks for waiting for me. Pause. You. No worries. Are you ready for the trip? Pause. You. You bet. I'm not sure if I can make it tonight. Pause. You, fair enough. I'll help you carry those bags. Pause. You, I got you. How's the weather today? Pause. You, kinda cold. Excellent. That's how you build real-life English fluency through small, authentic, repeated practice. In the next part, we'll go even deeper. You'll learn how to sound more natural in daily conversations, using the rhythm, tone, and timing that native speakers use. We'll practice how to respond quickly, naturally, and emotionally, just like in real life. So, keep practicing these expressions today, and I'll see you in the next part where your English starts to sound even more real, more fluent, and more confident. Welcome back to your Fluent English shadowing practice. In the last part, we practiced natural expressions like, no worries, you bet, and I got you. Now, in this part, we'll focus on how to sound more natural in daily conversations, especially with rhythm, tone, and real-life reaction words that native speakers use all the time. You're going to hear, repeat, and feel the flow of natural English speech. Let's start with a simple truth. Fluent English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about how you sound when you speak. Native speakers don't speak word by word. They connect words together. They use short, quick reactions like, oh, really? That's cool. No way. And exactly. These small reaction words make your English sound alive. Let's practice a few of them. Say it with me slowly first. Oh, really? Now faster, like in a real conversation. Oh, really? Now another one. That's cool. Say it again, but this time imagine you're smiling. That's cool. Next. No way. Say it with surprise in your voice. No way. And now. Exactly. Say it with confidence. Exactly. Great job. These short phrases are powerful. They show emotion. They keep conversations interesting. So when you shadow them, don't just focus on words, focus on emotion and rhythm. Let's listen to a short dialogue using these reactions. A. I finally got a new job. B. That's cool. What kind of job? A. I'm working for a travel company. B. Oh, really? That sounds amazing. A. Yeah. I might travel to Japan next month. B. No way. That's awesome. Now repeat that dialogue with me. We'll go line by line. I finally got a new job. That's cool. What kind of job? I'm working for a travel company. Oh, really? That sounds amazing. Yeah, I might travel to Japan next month. No way. That's awesome. You did great. If you shadowed with real emotion, congratulations, you just practiced intonation, rhythm, and reaction flow, which are the keys to natural English. Now, let's learn another group of expressions, the ones that make your English sound friendly and warm. These are, good for you. I'm happy for you. That makes sense. I see what you mean. Let's break them down one by one. 1. Good for you. This means you're proud of someone or happy about their success. Example. A. I passed my English test. B. Good for you. Repeat after me. Good for you. Again. Good for you. 2. I'm happy for you. It's similar, but more emotional. A. My sister is getting married. B. I'm happy for you. Say it softly, kindly. I'm happy for you. 3. That makes sense. You say this when you understand something or agree. A. I didn't sleep well, so I'm a bit tired. B. Ah, that makes sense. Repeat. That makes sense. 4. I see what you mean. This means you understand someone's opinion or feeling. A. Learning English can be stressful sometimes. B. Yeah, I see what you mean. Now let's shadow all 4 together. Good for you. I'm happy for you. That makes sense. I see what you mean. Nice work. Here's a quick question for you, and I want you to answer in the comments. When someone tells you they achieved something great, which phrase would you use? Good for you or I'm happy for you? Your answer helps you practice thinking in English, and it makes you part of this learning community. Now, let's move to a different kind of expression, one that helps you pause naturally in conversation. Native speakers often use small filler words like, well, actually. These are not mistakes. They help conversations sound natural and relaxed. For example, well, I'm not sure. That movie was kind of boring. It's not bad, but it's not great. Actually, I prefer tea. Now, repeat with me. Well, actually, excellent. These small fillers are important when you're thinking about what to say next. They keep the rhythm of your speech natural, not silent, not robotic. Let's see them in a short mini conversation. A. Do you like living in a big city? B. Well, it's nice sometimes, but it can be noisy. A. I feel the same way. B. Yeah, it depends on the area. A. Actually, I love small towns more. Perfect. That sounds just like a real conversation. Now here's a small tip for your shadowing practice. When you repeat these dialogues, don't only copy the words, copy the music of the voice. Native English has rhythm, like a song. There are high tones, low tones, pauses, and emotion. If you can shadow those sounds, your English will automatically sound fluent. Let's do one final combined practice for this part. Repeat everything after me, naturally and with feeling. Oh, really? That's cool. No way. Exactly. Good for you. I'm happy for you. That makes sense. I see what you mean. Well, actually, beautiful. You're now mastering the real English that native speakers use every single day. These are the tools that make your speech smooth, friendly, and real. Not textbook English, but authentic English. Keep repeating, keep shadowing, and remember, the more you use these expressions, the more natural you'll sound. In the next part, we'll move on to speaking confidently in longer conversations, learning how to connect ideas, express opinions, and sound fluent in daily discussions. So stay tuned, keep practicing, and get ready because your English is about to sound smoother than ever. If you've made it this far, I want you to take a deep breath and feel proud of yourself. You've learned how to shadow, how to use natural expressions, how to connect ideas, and how to sound confident when speaking English. Now, in this last part, we'll bring everything together: fluency, confidence, and emotional expression, so you can sound truly natural in any real-life situation. Let's begin. Fluency isn't about speaking fast. It's about speaking smoothly with rhythm, connection, and confidence. When native speakers talk, they don't rush, they flow. Let's listen to this short example. A. Hey, how's it going? B. Pretty good, just finished work, how about you? A. Same here, I'm so ready for the weekend. B. Tell me about it. This week felt so long. Simple, right? But notice the tone. It's friendly, relaxed, and real. Now repeat after me. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good, just finished work. How about you? Same here. I'm so ready for the weekend. Tell me about it. This week felt so long. Perfect. When you shadow, you're not only learning words, you're learning rhythm, tone, and connection. This is what makes your English sound natural, not robotic. Now, let's talk about something very important: expressing emotion in English. Native speakers use emotion in every sentence. They smile when they talk about something happy. Their voice goes up when they're surprised. It goes down when they're serious or thoughtful. Let's practice with a few examples. Say it like you're excited. That's amazing. Say it like you're sad. I really miss my family. Say it like you're surprised. No way. Say it like you're agreeing softly. Yeah, I get you. Say it like you're thoughtful. I never thought about it that way. Excellent. This emotional tone is what gives life to your English. It makes people want to listen to you. Now let's use emotion in a short mini dialogue. A. Guess what? I just passed my driving test. B. That's amazing. I knew you could do it. A. Thank you. I was so nervous this morning. B. Yeah, I get you. But see? All that practice paid off. Let's shadow that together slowly, naturally, and with feeling. Guess what? I just passed my driving test. That's amazing. I knew you could do it. Thank you. I was so nervous this morning. Yeah, I get you. But see? All that practice paid off. Great job. Now, here's one more key to fluency using pauses naturally. When you speak, it's okay to pause. Pausing gives you time to think, and it makes your speech sound more confident. Native speakers often pause before adding a new idea. For example, well, I'm not sure. You know, that's a good question. Actually, I've been thinking about that. Let's practice those together. Well, I'm not sure. You know, that's a good question. Actually, I've been thinking about that. Perfect. Remember, fluency doesn't mean speaking non-stop. It means speaking smoothly and naturally. Now, let's put everything you've learned into one full, natural conversation. A. Hey, what did you do last weekend? B. Oh, I went hiking with a few friends. It was really nice. A. That sounds fun. Where did you go? B. We went to Blue Lake. It was a bit far, but the view was amazing. A. Wow, I've heard about that place. Was it crowded? Not really. Although it's popular, we went early, so it was quiet. A. Good idea. I should try that sometime. B. Yeah, you should. By the way, we're going again next month. You should join. A. Really? I'd love to. Thanks for inviting me. B. No problem, it'll be fun. Now, let's shadow this conversation from start to finish. Focus on rhythm, connection, and emotion. Hey, what did you do last weekend? Oh, I went hiking with a few friends. It was really nice. That sounds fun. Where did you go? We went to Blue Lake. It was a bit far, but the view was amazing. Wow, I've heard about that place. Was it crowded? Not really. Although it's popular, we went early, so it was quiet. Good idea. I should try that sometime. Yeah, you should. By the way, we're going again next month. You should join. Really? I'd love to. Thanks for inviting me. No problem. It'll be fun. Beautiful. That's real conversational English. Now, here's the most important reminder as we finish this lesson. You can't learn fluency by reading or memorizing alone. You learn it by speaking, shadowing, and repeating every day. Shadow these dialogues again and again. Feel the emotion. Copy the tone. Listen to how native speakers connect their words. And most importantly, speak out loud. Don't just listen, say it. If you've enjoyed this full shadowing journey, I'd love to hear from you. Which part of this series helped you the most? Was it learning reaction phrases, linking words, or emotional tone? Share your answer in the comments below. Your feedback helps other learners too. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Ms. Fhuang English for more shadowing lessons, real conversations, and fluency practice every week. Before we close, let's do one final shadowing session, a motivational ending for your English journey. Repeat after me. I can speak English. I can sound natural. I can become fluent. All I need is practice, and I will keep going. You did amazing. Remember, every word you speak in English is one step closer to fluency. Keep shadowing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you for joining me here on Ms. Fhuang English. I'll see you in the next video, where your English becomes not just fluent, but beautifully natural.